Boruto's Pure Eye or Kawaki's hidden ability, who will most likely bring the dead tailed beast back to life. In this video, we will discuss how one of Naruto's sons is going to turn his dream into reality by reviving Kurama. Don't forget to vote for one of the Kama builders in the community tab. Subscribe if you love this type of content, and let's begin. The purpose of this video is to fascinate some new possibilities which could bring Kurama back to life. So this video will cover two different stories. The first one will be about the red Kama builder Kawaki and how he could fulfill his father figure Naruto's wish. The second story will cover Boruto and how the eye of the Otsutsuki god would do something similar. To understand how Kawaki could revive Kurama, we will need to figure out how his body is functioning after the new Kama implantation by Amado. According to the suspicious scientist, Kawaki's body is still suitable as Ishiki Otsutsuki's vessel even though he's gone for good. Amado used this opportunity to embed a new Kama into Kawaki, which is purely a weapon, after realizing that Kawaki has started to feel powerless ever since the Otsutsuki curse vaporized from his body. Now this new weapon has granted a brand new set of powers and abilities to Kawaki that were once used by Ishiki himself. In other words, Kawaki is slowly gaining the prowess of an Otsutsuki with the help of his new Kama without physically turning into one. It's like being an Otsutsuki in human form. And here's where the real game begins. The vessel of Ishiki Otsutsuki, Jougan, had once told Amado not to worry as his wish will soon come true. This could mean that Ishiki Otsutsuki had an ability to grant the wishes of people. So in order to get his wish granted without losing his planet, Amado plotted the entire defeat of Ishiki Otsutsuki, and the final stage of his plan would be fulfilled by Kawaki, since he is safer to deal with than an ambitious demon. What we could conclude by this is that Amado has some wish that he desperately wants to come true, most probably the revival of his daughter. But looking at the future sequence, maybe things didn't work out for Amado, but they could work for Naruto since he is the most precious person to Kawaki. Kawaki apparently possesses almost all abilities of Ishiki, and there must be some ability to send people to another dimension, just like how the Sukona Hikona technique lets the user transfer the materialistic stuff to another world. Kawaki knows how important Kurama was to Naruto, so after sending him to his new world, he would really want to see Naruto happy, and to do so, he will use his Otsutsuki powers to bring back Kurama and seal him inside of Naruto. If Sasuke on the other hand is present in Kawaki's dimension, then he is most likely not going to use his powers to bring his Rinnegan back, cause it would be too risky for Kawaki to let someone use the space-time ninjutsu in his dimension. But if there's something that would make his godfather Naruto happy, then he will definitely do what needs to be done. In Boruto's case, he could use the Jougan to bring Kurama back to life, but the question remains how. The Jougan is the eye of the Otsutsuki god, but saying it could revive a being out of blue won't make that much of sense. So here's what I think. The Pure Eye will grant Boruto a number of unique powers, and as time will pass, he will progress in unlocking more and more abilities of this divine dojutsu. One of the abilities could be to turn any amount of chakra into a totally different form. Like by using this ability, Boruto could turn his ninjutsu into physical elements. In this way, he could have an upper hand against Kawaki or any other Otsutsuki. Now this ability could be used in a number of ways, and here's how I think Boruto is going to contact Kurama through it. In the fight against Borushiki had absorbed some of the Nine-Tails chakra from Naruto to create the giant Rasengan, and chances are some bits of that chakra still remain inside of Boruto, and after perfectly mastering the Jougan, he will use them to communicate with Kurama. Upon having a face-to-face conversation with Kurama, Boruto would ask him if there is any possible way for his revival, as they need a strong ally to defeat Kawaki. Kurama would explain to Boruto that as far as his revival is concerned, he can't be reanimated like human beings, cause he's just a manifestation of tons of chakra, and unfortunately chakra cannot be reanimated. Kurama will then tell Boruto that they don't have much time left, and if he really wants to have some strong allies by his side, then the only way is to make someone the Jinchuriki of the Ten-Tails. After bidding farewell to Kurama, Boruto will somehow bring back Naruto from Kawaki's realm, and then the ritual of embedding the Ten-Tails into Naruto shall begin. This will provide a huge buff to Naruto, but still he won't be a match for his student turned menace Kawaki. The series could then reach its finale with Boruto and Naruto convincing Kawaki that he has taken some terribly wrong steps to execute his dreadful plan. Then we could witness an emotional ending with Kawaki feeling too guilty of his sins and Naruto giving him a shoulder to cry. And the twist that I think will suit here could be the sudden death of Naruto, since his body had no affinity left for a tailed beast. The death of Naruto will deeply impact Kawaki as well as Boruto. Kawaki will realize that his doings were wrong, and being too overprotective and overcaring for his loved one made him ultimately lose that person. The series would either most probably end here, or some new plot twist could pop up randomly for a sequel. Don't forget to tell me your opinions down below, subscribe to not miss any future content, and I will see you in the next one.